We're live. Fantastic. Just organise my sound. Sorry, one sec. Why is that coming through there? Working? Yep. Oop. Work around all this equipment. Now my sound's working. I might just adjust that sound a little bit. I think it might be a bit high. Filters. Gain. Down a bit. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thanks for those who are watching on the replay. I am on the home stretch with this painting, and I just need to clean up a few things and make some final decisions. So I was just going to do this just going to record it, but I thought, oh well, I can do that while I'm painting live as well and just chat away today to myself. Just hit record on that, and the first thing I'm going to do, so this is a bit flat on her here, which means I just need to darken some bits and bring out the highlights. It needs to be lighter up here, darker down here, just a bit more, because it's looking like it's just sitting there on her head, which it is sitting there on her head. It's like, but I just gotta bed it in a little bit more. So, and I've been thinking about her here, what I might do with her here. So I could bring in some of the underlying dark maybe by scratching out some of the pastel lying on top. We need to use a different tool. That's too subtle. Move all that way. Nice. Okay, so I could do a bit of pencil work. And I haven't quite made up my mind about the pencil work. So let's just try and darken that down a bit. Might just use a little bit of oops, bit of turquoise. That maybe a pencil, like the float over it. Have I got a light grey? Sometimes I do that with when doing eyes over the iris, and you just float a light grey. Try and knock it back a wee bit. The pastel pencil, of course, is a pencil. Of course, it's a pencil. It's still a pastel. Pastel wrapped around by wood. Have a lovely pink somewhere. There we go. So never think of pastel pencils as being like colouring in pencils or standard drawing pencils. They work quite differently from those. Blue. What I want. Might use some of this blue in her hair. My phone. So one of the things I wanted to do today was get some more lights going on the painting. Because that's gonna... There's so much I can do with the pan pastels. Then I just need to recognize what the strengths of each medium has. And not get hung up on do the whole thing in one or the other. And you want to I read this great book by Adam Savage. Don't know Adam. He was on a show for years called Mythbusters with Jamie Hyneman, who used to be his boss. And he used to blow a lot of stuff up. Anyway, Adam wrote a book called Every Tool's a Hammer. And great book on creativity, but absolutely ADD manic at times, and such a stream of consciousness. full of energy and interesting thought. And anyway, what triggered me in thinking about him was about using what tools are available to hand. How Jamie would go, well, I only need one hammer and it's going to be in this part of the shop. Whereas Adam hated sort of walking to another part of the building, and so would end up using anything to be a hammer just to get the job done. I do like that blue. The colours going in there as well. Nice super white. Really gotta be careful how I use the super white. Because very white. I only use it for highlights. And just step back and have a wee look. So often blues make great whites. Blues make great blacks and whites. Now, any red in her hair? Let some of that on top. See what happens. That onto here as well. Okie dokie. Not bad. Not bad. Hello to the viewer. Welcome. I am banging away at this towards the end of this painting, and we're nearly done. It's going to be nice to get it done. I always know when I'm onto a good painting because my wife will say something to me about it. Just last night, she said, "I like the lights you've put in her skin." So that was good news. She's a good artist herself. Not that she's doing any art at present. Yet a bit more pink. Bring that down. I want to get a hint of his sleeve. Okay, so I've just got to address his suit now. There's a play on words. Address his suit. And where it meets interesting, actually. Material is okay. Material for that. Looks like there's a bit of green in there. You might go with a blue. Bling. To get the right suit without painting over your top, which I've put into shadow. Whoops, except I put some lights in there by mistake. Okay, just blend those in. Oops, whoops. Throw away. No, applicator. Go. Very and find the shadow. Your bust. It disappears into darkness, so we'll just delineate that a little bit more. And blues. to this part of the suit. Whack some black in there to knock it back. Is a very definite little line, little light line. See if we can capture it. Down there. Where perhaps she's not quite touching him. She's close to him. And the light's coming in and it's just causing this little bit of light. So if I can get that, I'll be quite happy. We get a nice contrast going on. And there's a really nice sort of bend in this suit. The material there. And goes into shadow. A bit more dark. There. I want to capture that. All about capturing light. Episode. And I'll just step back and have a look at her scrunchie again. Lighter in places, but still needs something. Still needs a bit of something. Some slightly darker shadows. And just knock that right back. See where it's pulling into her here. Let me just a tiny bit. There's a, there we go. It's dark orange. Drop on there. Give the applicator a good wipe down. Done to a bit loaded. Just think about his suit. So I've got blues coming across. I think those blues have got to come up. Here as well. Add a bit. Okay. So here is mostly done by Pan Pestle at the moment. As is his. I don't think I'm going to touch his here. Might do a... As I immediately go to touch his here. It's just fantastic, isn't it? I get this turquoise in. Oh, David, why do you want to get the turquoise in? Because I like turquoise. And it's a painting. Can do what I want. Of course, I do happen to see the turquoise well. So, turquoise is not a lie. Nice. A little bit turquoise on her earrings as well. Is it? Can't tell. I think that's a bit of reflection of her earring. Is that goldy colour. Knock it back a wee bit. And find something that work. Please work. Not really working the way I want. I need some green. Green. Which green? Get some. Shadowy green in there. And red I had? They're gone. Oh, it's right here. Where it is. Okay. Okay. I can see blue in it. So you put that. Yep, just needed to knock that back. And find a way of expressing it. Yeah. We do not want to get too caught up. I normally color code my pencils. That's what I'm doing now. And the most ones I've got are blues. And I've got a little jar of the ones which I use all the time. Alright, so I'm okay. That's getting there. I think I needed some turquoise and blue. I'll just put that turquoise away. Where'd you go? Hidden in plain sight. I know you're in there. There you go. Going with this. Some coolness. As in, not, wow, that's cool. But lowering the temperature. Bit of that bottom scrunchy. What do we do? Sometimes you need to put another color next to what you've done in order for it to sing. By sing, I mean yeah, it's like an opera. It sings. You want to darken up his mouth. Get a bit of a line. Don't want to get too carried away. Okay. So I'm going to make that green. Just use a little bit of black charcoal. and which is fine. You can use charcoal with pastel. It doesn't seem to hurt it. But it was just a bit too black for my liking. Looking for some really dark purple. Maybe it's a magenta lip. Maybe it's that one. This is going to be too light. A little bit on. Tiny bit on that top lip. It's knock that back. Something a little darker. It's got a bit of a hint. This is a great thing about pastel matte. The pastel just sticks beautifully to it. Wee shaper, silicon shaper to knock that back a wee bit. A bit of purple around his nose. I've tried really hard not to do detail on him. It was quite important to me not to detail him up. The strength of the painting is her back. That's the sunshine of the painting. And then her hands. That's right, I wanted to finish doing her hand. Oh, hi, Donna. How fantastic to see you. Hope you're doing good, because there's a ton of sickness in our community. It's really, really bad. Everyone seems unhealthy. Just blowing up my picture to see where he's holding her hand. Her thumb extending out, and we need to get a bit more light on his thumb. I think we'll use ochre. Oh, we'll use ochre. Oh, decisions. Use a little bit of permanent red first of all and see if that's a mistake. No, that's okay. Okay. Comes around. So how'd the trip to Otaki go, Donna? Those of you who aren't local, Otaki's sort of the next 2 towns up from where Donna and I live. Used to be a really good place for clothes. Great outlet stores there. And here's what so often happens. The highway gets diverted and the town dies. little bit of that turquoise on his tip. You're fine. You went and got some oomph. You got me some oomph. Fantastic. Fantastic. I like oomph. Good price too. It's an excellent coffee. Quite like Crave. I've tried their new organic one, Donna. Colombian something or other, and I'm just not digging it. It was worth trying, but it's just not doing it for me. Totally. Ooh. Oh, you went to the art shop. That's an excellent art shop. Really is. Okay, so you've got to give me some context on the why, Donna. There's a bit of a delay between the comments I see in chat versus what people pop in, and because of that, I could have said something and then we've moved on, and I'm like, okay. I don't really fiddle around with her fingernail that much. There's a bit of in there for her. The shadow. Really tricky little fingernail. I can't quite work out from the reference photo how it's working, but if I can't work it out on the reference photo and no one else sees the reference photo, then who cares, right? It's like, oh no, that's the way her thumb or finger was pointing. It's all good. I've done his mouth. Her hair's pretty close to where I want it to be. And it's her face. No. It's gone like the olive shop. Sheila was at the hairdressers. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, why did the organic not get me? The flavour, it said it was going to be some sort of citrus flavour, which I totally didn't get. And, oh, I need to fix this bit of his suit. Yeah, so didn't have the flavour, and it's not getting a crema on top, like because I use either the plunger or the AeroPress. If I use the AeroPress, I give it a little stir to mix it up, because I have to press it quite quickly on the AeroPress. And the last coffee I had, Levi had bought it for me, one from Wellington, called, it's from a company called Flight, and they've got queues get in there, so you know they're good coffee roaster. And I think that one was called Bomber, and it was designed especially for the AeroPress. A lovely crema on top when you stirred it up. This has got nothing. It just feels flat. It tastes a bit flat. Like Coke that's no good. And for those of you who don't like coffee and who are watching the stream, I do apologize, but I happen to like it a lot. Donna, to whom I'm chatting with at the moment. I'll just put her chat up, so no crema, yeah, it's no good. So you can follow the conversation. Transition, go. You might have to zoom in for that because it's probably tiny for you. Have subtle, please. Go totally non-subtle. With the highlight on his shoulder. It's kind of getting there. Right. Been thinking about her jawline a whole ton. Yeah, when I did have a cafe larifari not that long ago, and I was okay. It was all right. But it wasn't awesome. You're going to have a coffee. What you're really after is awesome. Now, I've been trying to work out what I want to do in her background. And previously, start with that one. Just rumble on. If anyone's into ASMR, this is going to be perfect for you. The scratchy sounds of pastel pencil. We are committed to this course of action. Decided to knock her chin. Make that a lot flatter and blurred. Yep. Okay, and once we've done that, we start getting some other colours going. Could probably do this with a sponge. Got so although I've painted this the background, I painted it with a black gouache. Is it called ink black or something like that? Jet black. I wonder if I got it floating around. Here we go. I gave it a wash. Black Lake. Here we go. Pebeo? Pebeo, maybe? I'm not quite sure. We'll call it Pebeo. What's ASMR? Oh, it's a rabbit hole, Donna. But people, there are some people, and Levi's one of them, the son, who enjoy just hearing odd sounds, scratchy sounds, and they can actually go to sleep to it. It's kind of white noise. I personally thought it was some of the people who were making the ASMR sounds that he might have been more attracted to than noise, but anyway, it's the sound I'm making right now. If it's being picked up on your iPad or TV or whatever device you're watching this on, and sometimes people get the top of the microphone when it's all fluffy, where they put a cover on it, it's all fluffy to try and stop the wind, is called a dead cat, which is hilarious, and I think it's hilarious. Cats probably are horrified at the idea, but sometimes for ASMR they're just rubbing this bristle thing, and people watch it for hours. It's crazy. When I did those videos on building my streaming PC, which were incredibly boring to my art friends, I had a few comments about people saying, oh, you should do those videos where you read a book or something, because they just enjoyed hearing me natter on. So people get all sorts of value from the internet, which auditory as well as visual. They're not coming just to watch your videos, they're coming to hear the sound of your voice. A wonderful Kiwi accent, Donna. I have to do a video where you come on the video. That'd be cool. Let's have Donna on the video. So this is my standard sort of background that I do. If I've got a big painting like this. There's a nice little blend. I'm not sure that I should film the whole thing. I just wanted to get wanted to get it underway. I'd been dithering around going, is this something I'm going to do? You get a sort of a smoky effect. Just a little bit of the sponge applicator, a little bit of pan pastel, just vary your strokes a bit. Them to be all the same, you can blend it in. It comes out with quite a nice sort of smokiness, and the blue goes beautifully against their skin. My gut feeling was do this, and I'm delighted I did, because it's the perfect complement for their fabulous skin. So I love it when intuitively I end up doing something that otherwise I wouldn't have done, and it actually works to my satisfaction. It doesn't happen often in life, or it doesn't happen often enough. But that's working for me. So I will end up doing more of this scratchy just playing off the dynamics of skin and hair. Oh, hello, Salima. Yes, I've been really feeling. Well, actually, I haven't been feeling that well this week. No flus or anything, but that's kind of motivated me to get on and do art, because I can't really concentrate on, I was going to say serious work. But my art is serious. Well, we have a laugh. I'm just doing this, having a crack at building up a bit of a background, which I don't want to do the whole stream. Actually, I haven't done the whole stream. I'm really, really close to finishing. I mean, the painting's nearly there. There's some little bits that, let me just clean up my fingers. I normally say pan pastels are really clean to work with, and they are. But when you get these little sponge applicators, after a while they get quite grubby. You can wash them with soap even. Just put them in a bowl and a bit of dishwashing soap. Stuff that's gentle on your hands, and wash them out. But being a man, don't do that. And so I've got to use one of these disgusting wet wipes to clean up. Yes, so what have I done today? I've done a bit on her earrings. I've toned back her scrunchie and put some more light into it. Done a little bit on her earring. Just a little bit of detail into her hair and his hair. Turquoise, of course. We must have turquoise, and we'll just blend that out a wee bit. So these are called shapers. Just little silicone brushes. You can clean them off with, would you believe it, a baby's wet wipe. Let's pop those in there. I've got to read some comments. Art is serious work. Thank you. I was getting stressed. I was just feeling really stressed. And so I took my de-stress pill, which is just a natural supplement. And a couple of days of those and I'm feeling a lot better. At least I don't think I was getting stressed about this painting, and it can't be work. I don't know what it was. But anyway, yes, I am feeling a lot better. I'm really happy with her hair. That's starting to look fantastic to me. Let's just zoom out. Let me have a look at I'll read some more comments. The background looks good. Thank you, Donna. And nice to see Salima and Donna talking. We always love that. So there's my here's my, if I can get my hand in the shot. Here we go, down the bottom. That's the palette. And we'll stop recording from this device. Yep. So I'm just recording to my camera for the full sort of end-to-end picture. Oh, that background's working for me just great. So I did some, yeah, just worked on it here. So I'm going to pull more of this stuff around. It'll get darker, it'll fall off, and then I won't worry about it. I might just, yeah, I've got a little bits to clean up on the painting, but I'm not going to do the whole, it's not going to be all smoky. It'll be sort of, I just want it to fall off them. I'm going to leave just over here. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. Oop. And it's good. And bit of camera operating. Oops. Just go the wrong way. So, oops. So you probably see there's just some lines here. So this was from my outline, and his buttons were just when I was doing the sketch. And I'll just leave those, if we can actually zoom in a little bit more on their faces. Pretty happy actually. Oh, I'm terrible camera. But I think he's quite stylized, and that's working. But her hair's done. Her hair and neck is done for me. I'm not going to go back and touch that. Right position. Yeah. So as a painting, we're probably at 90. Sometimes Salima asks me, what percentage are we up to? I think we're at about 98%, Salima, if I don't include the background as detailed work. I think I've pretty much done all the detail. I'll leave it sitting on my canvas, on my easel rather, for a few more days. I might add some little highlights on her dress. So I've got my turquoise pencil, and there'll be just some little marks that go on. They're pretty much done actually. I don't really want to touch that. The muscles are in the right sort of position. Yeah, I added a little bit of green over here in his hand, and his hand's working really well. So yeah, I'm pretty excited actually. I think I'm looking forward to on my next Monday stream. I may, if I've done any extra work, I'll have this up first of all, and then what I'm going to do is pull out a painting that I'm going to frame. And so I've got a collection of paintings that I want to frame, and some of them need rescuing. Like one got a bit damaged, so it's like, oh, can I rescue this painting? Let's see if I can do it in the stream. And if I can't, that's fine. I can just do an alcohol wash on it, dust it off, do an alcohol wash, and use that canvas again for something else. But I think that's what I'm going to do in the next stream. I'm pretty happy with her. Yeah, this is this is good. yeah, and thank you so much for rocking up and having a chat. It's always lovely to chat with you, Donna, of course. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow with your oomph. Maybe I'll bring some oomph. Might bring, Helen's made, I know what I'll bring. Helen's made some apple shortcake. And Ron loves apple shortcake, so bring that. And we will see you, Donna, tomorrow. And Salima, thank you so much for dropping into the chat. Always a delight to hear from you. So thanks, everyone. We'll see you again.